And welcome back to EDH Deck Building. I'm your host, Demo, and it's another Commander Quick Brew. And this time it's Thrasta Tempest Roar. Legendary creature, dinosaur, and it is 10 green for a 7/7. That's a lot of mana. However, this spell costs 3 less to cast for each other spell cast this turn. And it has trample over planeswalkers, and haste. And Thrasta Tempest Roar has hexproof as long as it entered the battlefield this turn, right? So it's only going to have hexproof the first turn you cast it. So you can cast it. It's got hexproof, trample, and haste, so you swing right away. It has that magic number of 7, right? That 7 is an important number because that means 3 attacks and your opponent's dead, which obviously is the route you're going to want to go with this. This is going to be a Voltron commander, I would imagine. The ability you want to build around here is that first one of it costing 3 less for each other spell cast this turn. So first things first, this is any player casting a spell, right? Not just you. So what you could do is have like a Savage Summoning in your hand, and you could, I probably would have a Savage Summoning in this deck. Anything else like a Winding Canyons that can cast creatures with flash, because you can, you know, if you time it right, you can wait till your opponent casts a couple of spells on their turn and then flash this guy out. However, I mean, if you really wanted to go the intense way, you're going to do this yourself, right? You're going to build your deck around this. And really the only way to go here is put as many 0 mana spells in your deck as you can. So obviously the Mana Rocks, Mana Crypt, Mox Diamond, Mox Opal, right? You could get this guy out turn 1, okay? You play a Forest, you play a Mana Crypt, a Mox Diamond, and a Mox Opal, I think will do the trick, right? So that's 3 spells you cast. So it's going to cast 9 less. So that's 1 green. And with the Mana Crypt, the Mox Diamond, and the Mox Opal, you would have the requisite mana there. It comes out right away. You swing with it right away. You're the arch enemy right away. You know, I mean, that's how it's going to play out. Obviously, if you're playing this deck, though, that's probably what you're going to be expecting. I would leave up, you know, your heroic intervention mana as much as you can after that. It only has hexproof on your turn right when it's cast, not after the fact. The first person you attack is definitely going to be aiming at you, you know, until your Thrasta's off the table. And then what happens once your Thrasta's off the table, right? I don't know, you know, like, is it going to be that easy? How many Mana Rocks are you going to have in your hand that you can go bam, 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 and then cast, right? The spells you cast have to be less than 3 mana or you're not saving yourself anything, right? They have to be 0 or 1 or 2. You could also throw a bunch of these 0 mana equipments in here as well that I guess you could later on equip them to your commander. So they're not going to be completely useless. You know, every 0 mana equipment you put in there is going to reduce the cost of your commander by 3 though. So there's definitely that. It's interesting, you know, it's definitely going to be a very focused deck. Really the only way I think that you could probably go with this is I put as many 0 or even 1 mana rocks, and also maybe a few 0 or 1 mana equipments in there, and then kill my opponents as fast as I can. I mean, I got to be honest, it's not blowing my socks off as far as a commander goes. It is a dinosaur, so it probably is going to fit in some dino decks, I'd imagine. I just really don't see how you build this other than a Voltron commander. I get it out quick and I try to kill my opponents with commander damage. I think this might even be, like, it's already a $25 card I'm seeing, so I think it's probably going to be a card that in, you know, Modern or even in Legacy, you get it out super quick and attack first turn. In Commander, smacking your opponent for 7 is good. Not quite as impressive as it is in other formats though, right? So that is it. That's Thrasta Tempest Roar. Just throwing out some ideas for you guys that maybe you can use with it. But that is it for today, and thanks for tuning in.